It's almost Mother's Day. This show is dedicated to Mom. Surprise her by making this delicious brunch. We will show you how to make goat cheese quiches with red pepper sauce, avocado toast, and an easy but tasty arugula salad. Of course, any brunch must include a mimosa. Keep watching and learn how to make this delicious meal.
Okay, if you're looking for a great idea for Mom, skip the brunch at the busy restaurant on Sunday and make it at home. And
yeah, because that's so overpriced.
It is.
You wait forever.
Right, it's the wait that I hate.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience for. So what we're going to do today is make quiches with goat cheese and basil with a red pepper sauce. We're also going to have avocado toast with goat cheese and chives, and an arugula salad for brunch. So, and of course, you can't have Mother's Day without mimosas.
Mimosa.
So first thing you do is set your oven to 350 to get preheated, and then we're going to move to the stovetop and we're going to saute some onions. Do a few chugs of olive oil.
That's the technical term, is chug?
That's a technical term, that's right. After 20 years in the business, what I got out of it was chugs of olive oil. Now about a half a yellow onion in there. I have it on close to medium heat. And we're going to let these get to where they're soft and translucent.
But no color, right? So we're just sweating it.
Exactly. So we just sauteed the onions. We're going to put them on a plate and let them cool before we add them to our egg mixture. In this bowl here, I cracked 10 eggs. I'm going to whisk them together real fast. Some people ask if you guys add like cream or milk or something, but I just use eggs.
So sometimes when I make things like this, I add just a little dab of a whole grain mustard, and it really makes things pop. So that's another option for you.
So the first thing you want to add is a bunch of basil. I don't know what a bunch is. I guess whatever you like. I did pull this. I bought one of those little plants at the grocery store, and I cut the leaves off. And I'm going to add that in there. Again, add as much as you want.
And you just gently tore the leaves. You didn't chop it or anything.
Exactly.
Like
Just tear them to get the, and you can smell the aroma. I have about 5 pieces of bacon that I already put on the smoker. It's pre-cooked.
Bacon.
Put that in there. And then I have 4 ounces of goat cheese, crumbled already. Just on the whole thing. Then to taste, we're going to add some pepper.
So you know, it's interesting. I buy the basil plants too, but I can't get them to last very long. If you guys out there have some secrets on how to make those basil plants last longer, drop them in the comments because I would love to hear from you.
Yeah, but I think they're genetically made to die pretty fast.
But I like it better than buying basil in the store because it does seem to last longer than that does.
It does.
And of course, you can always chop the basil or any of your fresh herbs, put it in ice cube containers with a little water and put them in your freezer. And then you have herbed ice cubes for soups and stews and stuff too.
Oh, there you go. It's all mixed together. The next step is we need to put them in a muffin tin. So I'm going to grab a muffin tin, oil it, grease it, and then we'll pour them in there.
Okay, great.
Here's the muffin tins. As you can see, I sprayed it with cooking oil all the way around. Make sure you get the walls of the muffins or they will stick.
And that's a lot. I mean, you really did Pam it.
I sure did. Now this is the easiest way I found to do this, is just to use a ladle and dump them in. If somebody has a better or they have more finesse, please share it. So what we do is just almost a scoop and a half in each one.
Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Your mom is going to appreciate this.
Yeah, Mom will be talking about this when she goes back in the office on Monday. After you filled all 12 muffins, you should have enough for the whole thing. Try to make it as even as possible so they cook evenly. You're going to put it in the oven for 350, probably about 18 to 20 minutes. You'll know when they're done. It'll look like a quiche basically. So we'll check back in 18 minutes and we'll show you what they look like. The quiches are now in the oven, and we're going to use that time now to make the red pepper sauce. I have it on a medium to medium-low flame. Pump a good amount of olive oil just to cover the pan. I have one red bell pepper. I cut it into slices here. We're just going to put it in. Obviously the seeds have been removed. We're going to let these cook by themselves for probably 3 minutes, and then we'll add the shallots in.
Are you hoping to get any color, additional color on the pepper, or are we just sweating it again?
Just sweating it again. And we're going to add shallots and garlic, but these are going to take a little bit longer.
Sure.
So we'll do the red peppers, give about a 3-minute head start, add the shallot and then the garlic. And then we're actually going to put this in a blender for our sauce. So we're not...
Oh, that's going to be so good.
These have been cooking for about 3 minutes. I have 1 shallot diced. I have 3 cloves of garlic that I missed. And I'm putting a little pinch of red pepper flakes. I just turned it down to low, and I'm going to let it cook about 5 minutes. We let the shallot and red pepper mixture sweat for about 5 minutes. I did put a pan on it so it would steam a little bit. We did let it cool. It's still a little steamy here because you didn't want to put it hot right into the blender, but we just dumped it into the blender. We're going to add salt, pepper, and this is to taste, and 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar.
Mm.
And we're just going to pulse it to get like a sauce. It's up to you how chunky you want it. So I like this kind of a fairly smooth sauce, so I'll pulse it for a little while. So just go till it gets the consistency you want. Once the red pepper sauce gets to the consistency you want, I just put it in a bowl just to get it out of the blender. And here's what mine looks like.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Again, you know, you're the cook, so definitely take a minute and taste it with a spoon before you take it out of the blender. We did that, and it definitely needed a little more salt.
Yep.
But again, as a cook, that's one of the advantages you have.
Well, and you know, when we tasted this would go good on the quiche, but other things too, right? This is a good all-around sauce.
Definitely, this is a great sauce. This is kind of right there with pesto and chimichurri. You can put them, you know, fry some scallops in a skillet, cast iron skillet, and put this on there. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So I think that might be for dinner. So these cooked about 20 minutes. As you can see, they're nice and puffy. What we're going to do is let them cool, and we'll take them out, and then we'll put the red pepper sauce on them. So for the avocado on the toast, obviously we need avocado and toast. So I bought this a couple days ago from the store. As you know, produce is usually shit before it's ripe. It seems like avocados are always the longest to get ripe, so I always plan ahead and buy the avocado a couple days before Mother's Day, or before you decide to make this. We're just going to cut it in half.
And you know, I don't know if it works because this isn't my tip, but I was in a cooking competition with a woman one time, and she swore that the best way to do your avocados is to buy them and then put them in a paper bag for like 2 days.
Yep.
And then they're perfect, she says. Oh, look at that skill, getting that pit out.
I'm just going to spoon this into a bowl here. This is perfect ripeness.
And you know, I love avocado, but I have never had avocado toast.
It is good. It is definitely, I'd say its popularity last 5 years or so is really,
yeah.
You know, I see it more and more restaurants now.
Well, and didn't you say that this is something your wife really enjoys?
Yes, yes. So I'm just gonna smash it. And some people will just put slices. This side isn't as ripe as the other half. But if you want to just do slices, not do we're not smashing, that's fine too. Definitely gonna put a little salt. Salt is great for avocado, and just because I like pepper, a little pepper. That's it. You know, you may want to put a little bit of lime just to give that little citrus, but we're gonna bypass that.
And if you're not going to eat right away, it would make sense. But if
Right.
you're going to eat it as quickly as we probably will.
Let's get a texture there.
Toast, the secret ingredient.
Toast, the secret ingredient. I went and got like a 7-grain bread from the grocery store. You buy these in loaves, and they will slice them for you, but just whatever bread you like.
Well, and that's where you talked about Harmon's before, which is local to Utah. But Harmon's has some of the best artisan bread you can get.
Yeah, and that's where I got this from. Coincidence.
And I would suspect that you could do it on any bread, but for a special occasion, you want a really good bread.
Yeah, this is for Mom, right?
Yeah.
And almost as if the gods planned it, one avocado is perfect for 2 pieces of bread.
Oh my gosh. Fate? I don't know. So when my kids make the toast, this is what we eat. They just put avocado on toast.
Yeah, and that's fine. You could leave it like that and eat it. It's your toast. We're going to decorate it up a little bit for Mom.
Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do is add a little bit of crumbled goat cheese. And if you remember, this is also in our quiches, so this will go good with it.
Oh yeah, so all the flavors are going to kind of blend together and match.
You can add as little or as much as you want.
Oh, but that's beautiful.
I like cheese a lot, and I'm going to assume I got that from Mom, so I'm going to load it up. And then I just took some chives, got some scissors. I'm going to sprinkle some chives on there.
Oh. I have to say, this looks better than what my kids make. Sorry, kids.
All right, looking at you, Allison and John, step it up. And then to top it off, I got some olive oil. This is my thing with olive oil. This is my little soapbox. Is, for things like this, I mean, buy the Costco stuff for cooking or whatever.
Sure.
But for me, I like this. Go and buy a good jar of olive oil. This is one that we actually got from a farm in California. We order it by the mail every once in a while. It's called Moretti. I mean, I'm not getting commission or anything. I'm just showing you what we use. But there's plenty of good ones out there. Probably your town has some kind of olive oil store, specialty store that's special. I'll have some nice ones. So spend the money. It'll last forever, especially when you only use it for things like this. We'll just give it a little drizzle. And that's our toast.
Oh.
Our toast is done. Doesn't that look beautiful?
That looks just gorgeous.
Yeah. So for the final part of our brunch for Mom, we're making an arugula salad.
Oh no, wait, we have other part too. We have mimosa too, right?
Oh, we got almost, yeah.
Yeah, we can't forget the important part,
That's
folks.
right, that's right. So this is one of the parts, but we're going to do a salad, arugula salad for Mom. This is easy. I just went and got some pre-washed arugula from the grocery store.
Nice.
I got some shaved Parmesan.
Yep.
In here, I have 1 lemon juiced or squeezed, and I also have about half a teaspoon of lemon zest.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
And then I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Actually, I want to do a 1/4 cup the fast way. Turbocharge it.
Boom.
Tablespoon of Dijon. Maybe a little more. A tablespoon of honey. Coarse salt and pepper. And that's our dressing. We're going to give this a good little whisk with a fork.
Oh, AJ's getting excited.
All right, it's spilling over. And as a cook, you can definitely cheat. Give it a taste. I'll probably put a little more salt in it.
And we're going to use the salad for what part of the brunch? Is it just on the side?
Just on the side.
Nice.
So I'm adding about probably a quarter cup of the cheese. Okay, and you just kind of eyeball it. And if you're just making one serving for mom, you won't make this much, but I know
you're always making it for more than just mom, right?
Exactly. All right, so what we're gonna do is plate our brunch and make our mimosas.
Yay, mimosa! Oh, I mean, yay for brunch.
This will be ready to serve to mom. All right, your favorite part, the mimosas.
Yay, mimosas!
So we got these are champagne flutes. They just don't have the stems. I prefer these over stem because I'm clumsy, and if I was carrying this a tray to mom, or whenever I worked in a restaurant, they always got knocked over.
Sure.
Yeah, they're so top heavy. So again, we just use these. These ones happens to be ones that we saw that said cheers. But anything would work, even a wine glass would work. I wouldn't go out and buy champagne flutes just for this. And what we're going to do is add a little bit of OJ. Probably about 2 to 3 ounces. You know mom better than I do. If she wants a little more champagne, do it. If not, more orange juice. Now we're not using champagne. We're using Prosecco. Again, you can use whatever you want. You just want something dry to counterbalance the sweet from the OJ. So if you get a champagne, make sure you get like a root champagne or something, just something dry. The other thing, just be careful when you open this. I have seen the corks fly off, especially once you take the wire cage off of it. So make sure you're not pointing at anybody. Make sure you're not opening it like this. Get a towel so you get a good grip on it, and then slowly turn it and work it out. And make sure you're opening a cold bottle too, because a warm bottle is definitely going to fizz and explode and have more pressure.
Oh, I had no idea. And we were actually commenting, AJ's done a lot of work in bartending, and I'm scared to death to open these bottles, but AJ did it seamlessly.
Well, it's many New Year's Eves working at a bar, let me tell you. So. And if you want to really get fancy, you can make an orange garnish and put on there, but it just gets thrown off.
Yeah.
Right, into the plate and drink. So those are mimosas. Now let's get the rest of the food plated and let's get it served to mom.
All right.
All right, so here's brunch for mom. As you can see, we have quiche with a roasted red pepper sauce. We have 7-grain avocado toast with goat cheese and chives drizzled with olive oil. And then we have our arugula salad with parmesan and a lemon dressing.
Oh.
And of course, we have our mimosas.
Cheers.
Cheers.